Okay, so look, I was watching Dr. K, Dr. Healthy Gamer, and I'm watching Godzilla vs. King Kong, the newest version. Right now, it is seemingly in only hand weaving language. However, I was writing note about how I am 23 years old. Yes, I am 23 years old. I was born in the year 2000. I'm not entirely sure about individuals who are currently 40 years old and they have started to meet the individuals who they will consider very close to them for the most part of the rest of their lives. Yes, it is quite a contemptuous claim for someone who is not 40. I am 23. I've moved from Miami to Georgia in the past year. As far as life update goes, I can currently say these accents have not faded over the years, although they may shift and intertwine with one another. They are a product of being a Miamian. Siendo de Miami, se descubre que el acento se mezcla e interviene en hacer una nueva idioma. Más que todo, los que pudieron mantener conexión mentalmente de las palabras escogidas a poder transmitir la idea en cual voy a demorar como 10 minutos a explicar que dentro de cierto tiempo encontrarías con individuales que siempre se ibas a conocer durante tu vida, solo porque estamos en el periodo de avanzamiento de tecnología cuando AI, this is probably the online world being transmitted right now. Alright, I'm gonna take a hit of the Stig. Exactly. Culturally, I call it a Stig. It was a Miami thing, like in 2017. Keeping it alive, the old spirits of, you know how when you were younger, nostalgia, 2016, 2015, 2014 seemed like different eras. Look, this is your cue, as well as I, to watch Transformers again. If you were born in the 2000s, you know what I mean. Things work in a cycle. The people who you spend time with, you remember the saying? There's two sayings from Miami I remember. The last Coke bottle, and you're the 5 people you spend time with. It works parasocially and socially. The strongest, most based move a human can make is avoiding a fight because it is the best fight. A wise man once said. Every dog has his day. It was raining cats and dogs yesterday, however, today's a new day. Usually, you'd watch people, or rather, you'd watch movies with people. Normalmente vieras una película con la gente, pero yo siempre casi veo la película solo y después con gente. Anteriormente solo lo veía con más individuos en un cine. Usually I would just see movies in a movie theater with other individuals. However, I watched King Kong specifically on my own, because last year or 2 years ago, I was in El Salvador and I had downloaded it onto a USB. So I had seen it with a cousin who I'm gonna get to see again within a couple of days because I'm going back to El Salvador. Usually I would have some online friends I would convey these notions to, but rather yet within the specific time frame I'm trying to document my own thoughts and inner workings, given that this is the most I've ever been on my own without my parents. Technically speaking, with my parents. As I said, the most based move is a fight avoided. And secondly, it would be obedience, or primarily obedience. If you obey, you avoid in a fight, as in a conflict. If you obey the laws of physics, you avoid a clash of reality. Si obedeces las leyes de física, adviertes un conflicto de realidad. Metaphysically speaking, many things will manifest within multiple people's lives. Depending if this video goes online or not, you will get to see this in a point in your life like this is what Ricardo was doing. Yes, I am comfortable enough with sharing my first name, otherwise known as Rickerton, online, YouTube, SoundCloud, Olo, more formerly known as Donfire on Twitch, and doing this on the credit scenes of King Kong vs. Godzilla. I know I already said it, but I'm just repeating it just to show you how my speaking pattern works, and because I was telling you a lot of different conversations would have occurred just based off how I was conducting myself, how I've presented myself. Skin color seems not to be an interference within this given year, although some people have their preferences. If you record a video and color invert it, you end up always being a darker shade. So it's like, regardless of skin pigmentation, it seems to have coalesced into a free zone, a thought, an idea where ideology prevails. Given, contextually speaking, in the realm of ideas, citing Plato specifically, the realm of ideas exists alongside the real physical world. So this conversation has occurred multiple times over within many individuals' minds, specifically and literally of an individual recording themselves at this given age, at any given age, just to see how they're doing, what they're up to, how specifically have they managed to convey thought and emotion given a specific set of time. So for example, it's been about 7 minutes from what I can gauge, and given to the people I've known, I can track time very decently. So if it's been more or less than 7 minutes, then that means I've gauged how well I can track time. And if you see me looking for something, it's to see how much time has actually passed, and it's been 9 minutes. So although I'm aware I've said a couple of different things, it finally seems like I've said something. And it took 9 minutes to convey, even though I said I was gonna say it was 10. And look at this. All the different sound effects, reactions I would have given. This might be the transition from childhood into early adulthood. And this is what I was looking for. Ever since I was young, I was always quiet. I was always observant. I was always safeguarded. So if you were gonna ask me any single question and withdrew from such a specific task, simply to allow the idea to ponder, to simmer, and you happen to find this video, I was raised in Doral, so given the high schools there, hello, yes, I would have probably had a good conversation with you. However, uh, I've learned is all we would ever say. Why am I holding a cane? It seems like I'm an old man. This is why most conversations would have been drink some water, have some sunscreen, breathe through your nose, and if you ever feel angry or upset, count to 10 while breathing in through your nose, hold your breath for 10 seconds, and let go of the breath for 10 seconds through your mouth. It's what I learned. If you want a breather, as more formally known. So look, I recorded my normal speaking voice, I believe. Or at the least, this is how my voice sounds like within the mind. Given other context, it gives other. Oi, mate. The. Oh. Shizzle. Shizzle. You see what I mean? All the different accents intermingle. This is why conversations would be open and closed. At least now you can kind of register how I speak. Even though you can't really tell exactly what it is, over the years it'll be more pronounced and therefore more recognizable. So, yes, I'm Ricardo. Ricardo. Como te lo voy a decir en español antes que se me cambie el acento más. Por ahora solo documentando esto como una cápsula de tiempo. Recording this like a time capsule. Peace and love. Paz y amor. May God bless thee. Que Dios los bendiga. Peace.